Welcome to Travel Explorer, the travel program that explores South Africa for weekend and holiday adventures. Every week, our explorers will bring you 2 exciting new destinations.
Hi, I'm Marianne, and this week I'm in and around Johannesburg.
Hi, I'm Olivia, and this week I'm in Durban by the Sea, KwaZulu-Natal.
In today's episode, we're about to find out what life is like, both in and on top of the water in Durban.
And we fly up and away above Magaliesberg in the very early morning and go on a surprise weekend adventure. You know, there aren't many things that'll get me out of bed this early in the morning, but I have been promised champagne. And well, look at this. This is not something you get to do every day. To get to the launch site, you take the N14 out of Johannesburg, turn right on the R563, and then right again onto the D400. The moment you arrive, you're offered a cup of hot coffee or chocolate to keep out the morning chill while you watch everyone else do the hard work, yanking on ropes and firing up the burners. Even the crew had to make a fire to keep warm. Hard work wasn't enough. As well as operating the longest-running hot air balloon service in Southern Africa, Bill has also picked up a string of safety awards. So, is it really safe?
Yeah, of course it is, yes. No, we don't take risks. Number 1, we're in for safety.
Bill also says it's about us having a great time, and that can't happen if people don't feel secure. Finally, it's time to take off, and before you realize it, you're floating silently and effortlessly high above the Magaliesbergs, looking out over a breathtaking 360-degree panorama. How high are we?
We are now above sea level, we're 4,800 feet above sea level, and the ground was 3,005, so we're 1,200 feet up.
Pretty high.
Is that high enough for you?
I think it's high enough. Drifting silently across the early morning sky in all that peace and tranquility is a truly amazing experience.
Here we are.
Thank you.
Okay, please have it. That's good. It's a great time to do an imitation of Michael Schumacher. There you go. Thank you.
Sipping champagne high above the Magaliesberg Mountains. Could you ask for anything better? As promised before takeoff, Bill made sure everyone was having a fantastic time. Well, we've been up for about 10 minutes and our pilot is drunk. You know, Bill, you used to be a sailor.
That's right. Ever since I was 14, I had my own sailboat, and I sailed on the North Sea where it's very cold. And later on, I sailed in Bermuda where I used to live. And I graduated from a 14-footer up to a 45-foot ketch.
And, well, this is a bit different, I think, but...
Yes and no. You know, I can't sail my boat living here. I'm as far away from the sea as Bermuda is from dry land, so...
So you got a hot air balloon?
Hot air ballooning, and it's like 3-dimensional sailing. It really is. You're using different heights, you get the different winds, and you guide the balloon to the most favorable direction.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, this is just so lovely.
Everybody has a window seat?
But all too quickly, it's all over, and Bill starts to bring us down.
You don't have to brace yourself for death just yet.
I'd look so unfeminine.
Oh, right. We have
Yay!
Sadly, what goes up must also come down, but at least we have breakfast waiting for us, and hopefully more champagne.
Citation. Whereas it is hereby confirmed that Marianne Jordan had the courage and fortitude to ascend as few other earthly mortals would dare unto the ether, and thus joined the great and daring company of intrepid aeronaut explorers. Thank you.
Well, one thing that I can say after cruising the Magaliesberg in a hot air balloon, the one thing more original than an air balloon is Bill himself.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you very much indeed. Wait a minute, hang on, let's do it this way.
This week I'm in Durbs by Sea, South Africa's all-year-round sunshine holiday resort. And while a day on the beach sounds like a fabulous idea, I'm not here for that. I'm here to find out more about what goes on beneath the surface of this warm, inviting ocean.
Durban's new Ushaka Marine World is a perfect place to gain insight into the life of the ocean, as well as providing you with endless hours of family fun.
Travel up Commercial Road, right into Gardiner, left onto the embankment and then down towards North Pier. This is the largest marine theme park in Africa and incorporates a recreated shipwreck, fresh and seawater attractions, a wonderful aquarium and dolphinarium, and a water slide amusement park.
Aimed at attracting both international and local tourists, the aquarium here is the 5th largest in the world.
It is so big and so comprehensively stocked that you almost feel as if you're there, under the ocean, without ever having left dry land. Everywhere you look, there's a kaleidoscope of color darting back and forth. From the largest to the smallest, the display is spectacular. The viewing walkway is designed to look like the inside of a capsized sunken ship, completes the illusion of being at the bottom of the ocean. Short of donning flippers and a snorkel, this must be as close to the real experience as you can get. Without a doubt, the new Ushaka Marine World, coupled with Durban's all-year-round beach weather, will go a long way to establishing Durban as a major holiday destination for overseas visitors, as well as stimulating a new interest for local holidaymakers.
Having just visited one of Durban's newest attractions, I'm off to my next destination.
Strength gives you the lift you've been looking for.
That's going into my mouth right now.
It's not just a piece of meat, it's our time, our effort, our knowledge.
Our expertise, and our sweat.
You do this in 17 minutes, guys.
Yeah, the sweat.
Okay. So join us this week Saturday for Ready, Steady, Cook at 5:30 only on SABC Go. Okay, I'll steal this from you.
Bye.
Are you back to stuff?
Don't mind me.
If you want a weekend getaway without all the hassle of having to phone around and make bookings, there are companies like Weekends Away who will do it all for you, which is exactly what they've done for us. All we know about our mystery weekend is that we stay in the region of Magaliesburg, and our first stop is just off the N14 in the Muldersdrift area.
I'm here at Candles by JJ, where I'm going to get some tips on great candle making and maybe pick up a bargain or two.
Good morning.
How are you, JJ?
Well, and you, welcome, boss.
Good, hello.
This is JJ Jr.
Hello, JJ Jr.
You're welcome.
So we're going to make a candle.
What we're going to do today for you is we're going to work with 2 kinds of wax.
Wait, I need more. This is fun. JJ and JJ Jr. wasted no time in showing me some of the ways they create their incredible candles. Whoa! That is so cool!
That sounds very nice. Like, we don't do body waxing here. Come once and never again.
The almost casual way they create their effects make it look all too easy. But I soon found out that it's not. Giving up on my effort, JJ got me to help him with this stunning piece of work.
I'd like you to hold it like that for me.
Okay.
And now you are going to turn this candle for me on that.
Okay.
And start turning. And we'll design it from this side for you. Artwork on it, you see. Very slow spraying. You must actually be nervous when you do this. In the wax. Don't move. Don't move.
Then before I knew it, he plunged my hand into molten wax.
Woo! I'm like the Hulk.
And a second coat. My hand was immortalized in wax. Not quite Madame Tussauds, but it is a start. Vowing to return, I said my goodbyes, armed with a going-away present from JJ that'll light up my way for a long time. According to our itinerary, our next spot is Silkhart's Neck Nature Reserve and the Groot Verlange Horse Farm, where we spend the rest of the day on horse safari. Nestling up in the Magaliesbergs, the Groot Verlange is right next to the Silkhart's Neck Nature Reserve. And what better way to explore this stunning scenery than on horseback? It seems we could come across anything from a honey badger to an elephant on our safari, so things could prove interesting. Almost immediately, we bump into Giraffe browsing the treetops. We stood and watched the giraffe for a while, but the day was dying and we had to push on to the camp.
As you can see, I've decided to spend the night here at the Groot Verlange Horse Farm Bush Camp. And after my exhausting yet exhilarating ride through the bush, I'm taking full advantage of the generous hospitality on offer here. So I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Stepping aboard a yacht, especially one like this, is no easy task, and every member of the crew has to pull their own weight. And to do this takes training, which is why I had to learn some of the basics before we set sail, like coiling a line, learning bow from stern, port from starboard, some of the different types of sails, as well as learning how to tie some knots. Now, the Ocean Sailing Academy is based both here in Durban and in Cape Town and specializes in teaching these tasks. So if you're interested in becoming a deckhand or have greater ambition in becoming a master skipper, then the Ocean Sailing Academy has the right course for you.
We've got different courses, 17 weeks, from 1 week right up to 17 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So 1 week is RYA competent crew, up to day skipper. And then also we do our ASA courses, 101, that's all 1 week courses. And then you go further on to your CST, it's a month course or a 32-day course. It's for a month, it's for beginners. And from there on we go to 11, 13 and 17 weeks.
My skipper and tutor for the day is Jaco Pieterse. Once we're out of the harbour, the engines are cut and the sails hoist. That's when you learn exactly what sailing is all about. Cutting through the sea with only the sound of the wind in the sails is an incredible sensation. Then I was given a turn at the helm, and I thought I did a pretty good job. The misbehave from a local deep-sea fishing charter boat kept us company for a while. And then it was back to all hands on deck. Once we were under full sail again, Yaku and a crew member demonstrated the man overboard procedures.
Right. Somebody just fell overboard, so simple crash tag. Leave everything as it is.
Finally, it was back to harbour and all hands on deck to furl the sails. Once you're out there and under sail, it's non-stop, and teamwork is an absolute essential. And I think this is really something I could get into.
One thing's for sure, you certainly do not need to go to the gym after a day of sailing. It was an awesome experience, but I don't think I'm quite going to get my certificate in competency yet. Yaku, thank you so much for everything. It was a wonderful day.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Hello, naughty Natalie. Hello, Natalie. What am I wearing? Some stuff? Okay. Do you have a picture of yourself? Oh, cool. Come on over, you know you should.
55 countries, 4 weeks, 1 city in the biggest musical event of the millennium.
These great sounds should not be left to gather dust.
The Red Bull Music Academy, Thursday at 4, exclusive to SABC3.
Sondag in Pasella. Ons reis na Skotland om Afrika in 'n seiljag, leen reisdisse uit die ooste, Italië en Frankryk en onderneem 'n denkbeeldige reis na die lewe. Sondag 7:30 net op 2.
This Sunday at 10 on SABC2 Home Theatre, a depressed millionaire, his bored housewife, and a destitute bum find themselves down and out in Beverly Hills.
After having a good night's rest and a great breakfast, it's time to leave Groot Verlange and continue with our organized weekend away. To get to our next stop, we get back onto the R512 to Skeerpoort. Yesterday, we learned a bit about candle making. I'm here at the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm, where Eric is about to teach me a little more about what goes on behind the scenes. Hi, Eric.
Good morning.
Well, let's go.
Sure.
The whole process starts at the stainless steel milk storage vat. From there, the milk goes to a mixer where a cheese culture is added, which converts the cheese sugars into a lactic acid.
Then the next step is we add a rennet or rennet, which makes the milk set. We do a test to see whether it's properly set. And we put it in the press. You can see this is a nice old press. We put it in the press. It takes about 4 hours, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're finished.
To preserve the cheese and enhance the taste, it is left in a brine bath for 2 days.
These cheeses were in the brine bath for 2 days, and that is for taste and preservation. Then we take them out, and it goes to the maturing room.
Then it is transferred to the maturing room, coated in a see-through wax cheese coating and left for a minimum of 3 months.
And that's how we seal the cheese, otherwise it dries out. This is a 5-kilo cheese. We get a 10% yield. So this was 50 liters of milk, and that's also why there's a price for cheese, because you get a 10% yield. And so this is about
50 liters of milk?
Yes.
Just to make this cheese?
And then it will take you about 3 months to mature.
So this one's about 3 months old?
This one, yes. We sell cheeses from 6 months up to a year old. Try that.
Okay.
Nice cumin.
Mmm.
Sorry, I also like the taste.
We've reached the end of our tour, and Phil Collins has generously supplied us with this stunning picnic hamper, which I'm going to enjoy on the banks of the Mkhalis River. Eric, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure. And enjoy your picnic.
I will do. The setting is divine. The food is to die for. And I'm afraid I've eaten so much, I don't think I'm going to make it to our final destination this weekend. But hey, it was worth it. Quick change of clothes and I'm ready for my next adventure. With me here today is Paul from Lennox Tours. Nice to meet you, Paul.
Nice to meet you. Should we grab the tablecloth?
Yes. Well, I could certainly go in for more of that, but sadly, I'm out of time for this week. I'd like to thank Weekends Away for organizing this fantastic package for me, and they can do the same for you. Now let's go join Olivia back on the high seas.
Today, I'm off down the south coast to Scottsboro for a wildlife experience by the sea.
I'm here at Croc World with over 10,000 species of crocodile, ranging from hatchlings to Henry, a 100-year-old croc, and the heaviest crocodile known to be in captivity.
There are also African dwarf and long-snouted crocodiles, and Croc World boasts 30 hectares of indigenous parkland, including a wetland and cycad garden with a variety of birds, including flamingos. Amongst other things, there's a variety of fish from the Great Lakes of Africa, a fish eagle, and some of Africa's most venomous snakes. There are guided tours twice daily, and this should prove to be a fantastic wildlife experience. So, let's go investigate. Passing parrots and Isis the fish eagle, I headed off to see if I could find dear old Henry. But he wasn't there. I knew it was so close to feeding time, so I ventured further. Eventually, I found him and his entourage.
Doesn't it hurt?
My next stop was the pools where the thousands of hatchlings are reared, and I'm hoping I might get to hold one. Cute he might be. Careful, you have to be. He might just be a baby, but he can still do serious damage. After returning the baby croc to his siblings, I visited the aquarium where fish from all the Great Lakes in Africa can be found. Then we went to see some of South Africa's most venomous snakes. If you're holidaying in Durbs and want to give your skin a day's rest from the sun, or if it's not sunbathing weather, this is an ideal place to bring the family.
Time's gone so quickly here in Durban, and I've hardly scratched the surface of things to do here. But I think I'll be back in the not-too-distant future.
Join us next time when Lausha goes in search of family fun and I explore the place that produced some of the world's largest and most famous diamonds.